if observing rising and falling of abdomen, in brackets, Mahasi method, will not attain deep samatha, can I practice 4 immeasurable minds as means to attain deep samatha to supplement Mahasi method rather than switching object from abandonment to nostril? Thank you, Hillary. Hillary likes very much the Mahasi method. Okay, it's not bad. I have nothing against the Mahasi method, but it strictly speaking, according to the scriptures, it is neither shamatha nor vipassana. It is a method developed to help the practitioners to enter the vipassana without developing samadhi. It is indeed very effective, but it has limitations in the sense that one will not be able to investigate the objects of vipassana in detail. And of course, if one has no shamatha, then one has also no place to rest. Shamatha is a place to rest. Without resting, the vipassana also will not be able to go deep enough. Now, the 4 immeasurables is, of course, are the in Yogacara Bhumi Shastra, they are called the Satpurusha Dhyana. Satpurusha Dhyana means the dhyana or the absorptions of the good man. Satpurusha means a good man, Khao Ren. And the base of all virtues is becoming a good man. Without becoming a good man, all the other virtues will not be very powerful. But it is very important to understand that what is dhyana, what is absorption. Absorption is a state of mind where mind remains same mind, same feeling, same perception. Even so that mind, as long as object is a worldly object, is still impermanent mind. In the when we are absorbed, we do not see any impermanence. Impermanence we can see only when we get out of absorption. because the mind continues always on the same object, so the feeling is always the same and the perception is always the same. In normal situation, we are always changing our feelings and our perceptions because we are changing the objects. So, unless you have the dhyana, try to stay half an hour in happiness. You cannot do it. Try to stay even 10 minutes in happiness. You cannot do it because you are always changing your object. If you have dhyana, you decide to stay 1 hour in happiness, you stay 1 hour in happiness. If you are good, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, even 1 day. In the higher stages of dhyana, there is, strictly speaking, no happiness. There is, but the equanimity is even the higher happiness than happiness. So it is happiness of equanimity. That is what makes the mind very powerful. The mind is very weak because it changes the feelings as the object change. When the mind becomes powerful, it becomes very much aware how the feelings are cheating us. Why? Because he has experienced the stable feeling which lasts. Actually, according to Buddhism, our samsara is nothing else than our feelings. Because we do not understand the illusionary nature of our feelings, the impermanent nature of our feelings, we are caught in ignorance. So the practice of dhyana is the superior practice for understanding the illusionary nature of the feeling. And it leads to the state of detachment from feelings. There is no dhyana without detachment. So, in order to stay a long time with one object and not to change the object, one has to penetrate the object. and unite with that object. The breath is the, in a way, the most suitable object to be penetrated and to be united with. That's why the meditation on breath is most highly praised in all Buddhist traditions. The object of the four illimitable minds are all sentient beings. All sentient beings is not an object which can be easily penetrated. One has to do it step by step. And step by step, one gets the stability in the feeling of love or compassion or sympathetic joy or equanimity, so that one can stay in that feeling for a long, long time without changing feeling. So the skillful means of learning the four illimitables is to develop the stable feelings on different categories of beings and on oneself. To get into, with this practice, into the state of dhyana, which is a non-changing mind, is of course not easy. For those who do not have developed deep concentration yet. But it can be done. Only it is not easy. The condition for doing it is that one trains one's attention on one person, parallelly training one's attention on different categories of persons and on the extending to all beings. So it is a long process of training. So it is much more advantageous for those who do not have yet the dhyana and want to develop dhyana to start with other objects than the four illimitables. And use four illimitables for practice of samadhi, which is called kama dhatu samadhi, the samadhi which has not surpassed the sensual perception. So one will develop qualities of a better man, one will become more kind, one will become more open. It is a wonderful samadhi. But if one wants to transcend the sphere of sensual perception and enter the sphere of perception of fine forms, it is better to choose the other topic for doing so. Once one has developed concentration on the breath, or on the deep concentration on the breath, or on the kasinas, colors, then it is very easy to develop deep concentration on metta, transcending the sphere of sensual perception. But starting to learn to transcend the sphere of sensual perception of metta is not easy. It's better to pick up different objects. So now another question: what should I do when I develop pain or any other strong, gross sensation in other parts of body? Should I ignore them and concentrate on breath only? This is an important question. Being a meditator, or wanting to become a meditator, you have, when you decided to meditate, you have also decided to confront the pain. No meditator has ever attained anything in meditation without confronting the pain. There is a very nice story of a Tibetan master yogi called Milarepa. Have you heard of Milarepa? One of the great heroes of yoga. He was a great hero of yoga because he was a great hero of confrontation with pain. So it is written in the biography of Milarepa that one layman who wanted, as nowadays becomes very fashionable, to get quick enlightenment, so that dear layman, he also wanted very quickly to realize. So he goes and asks Milarepa how he can attain the fast way. The good yogis are usually good jokers and have a lot of humor. And so Milarepa, what did he do? He took off his trousers and showed him his bumps without saying anything. And his bumps were the bumps of the red-faced monkey, all scar, one scar. I think it's not easy to become Milarepa. We are not Milarepas because we cannot sit like that. But the only way to deal with pain in meditation is just Samatha and Vipassana, that's all. When we practice Samatha, we get one-pointedness of mind. The deeper the Samatha, the more clear the one-pointedness of mind. The one-pointedness of mind is the direct cause of samadhi. Unless we have the one-pointedness of mind, we have no way to attain samadhi. When we have one-pointedness of mind, the mind can be one-pointed only on one object. It does not mean that it is not aware of other objects, but it is one-pointed on one object, and the other objects, he is aware of them, but they go into background. You cannot concentrate on two objects at the same time. This is how you work on pain with shamatha. Because you mindful and aware and develop mindfulness and awareness of your meditation object, the other objects go into background. And one-pointedness becomes established. So you experience pain in the background. And when your concentration ripens, your ability to deal with it also will ripen. So you can, we have already said, wherever the mind goes, it goes by means of the chi. If the one-pointedness of the mind improves, one can also release the pain with the help of the chi. It is possible. But one needs good concentration for that. There is intimate relation between the breath and the chi. It is very important to understand. So it is when the experience in meditation grows, you will be able to channel your breath and the chi to the places where you feel discomfort. The northern method of meditation is especially conducive for that, because you pay attention to the breath in the whole body, and the whole body becomes the nimitta. This nimitta has to do also with chi. So this northern method of meditation on the breath is, in a sense, better for developing this strong awareness of the breath and qi in the whole body. That's why in the Tiantai tradition and so on, they were able to use this breath meditation for developing ability to cure diseases, diagnose diseases. The Vipassana method of working on the pain also demands better concentration. Otherwise, it's very difficult to use. And it is nothing else but defining the pain as the sensation of the elements. Actually, the sensation of pain is nothing else but the sensation of hardness, which is earth, sensation of heat, which is fire, and sensation of pushing, which is wind. When you go with your mind inside the pain, you will see that these qualities of elements are always changing. In the place where you have been experiencing hardness, immediately appears heat. In the place where you experience heat, immediately appears again pushing. That's how you get into Vipassana, you detach from pain. But you need a good concentration for that again. So, and for getting a good concentration, the most important is to develop patience. Please remember the story of the good joker Milarepa. He just could sit there and be patient because we cannot do it. We're not so good in shamatha. Okay, so now let us leave the other questions for tomorrow. Now we will chant the Metta Sutta and get a good rest so that we can fight our enemy, defilements and ignorance, with a good determination. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalene yantang santang padam abhisamecce sako ujuce sujuce suvacho chasse mudu anatimani santu sakoce subaroce apakkicoce salahukavuti santindrioce nipakoce apangabo kulesu ananugindo Nachakundang samachare kinchi yenye vinyu pare upavadeyong sukhino va khemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta ye kechipana bhutatti tasava tavarava anavasesa digha ye mahantava majjima rasakha anakatulla dittha yeva addittha ye chadure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta naparo param nikumbete na atimanyete katanchinam kamchi vyaro sana patighasanya na anya manyasa dukham vichayye mata yata niyam puttam ayusa ekaputtam anurakhe evampi sababhute sumanasam bhavaye aparimanam mettancha sabbalokasmin manasam bhavaye aparimanam udang adoche tiryanche asambadam averam asapattam thittan charan nisinnova sayanova yavat assa vigatamindo etam satim madittheye brahmam etam viharam idam ahu ditincha anupaggama silava dasanena sampanno kame suvineya gedhang nahi jatu gambaseyang punaretiti etena saceva jena hotu te jaya mangalang etena saceva jena nasantu sabu padava etena saceva jena sabbe roga upasamentu te. So let us determine for 3 minutes the happiness of all beings, then we transfer merit and take rest or rest in meditation. So let us do